Hi, I'm Mallory with the Oklahoma Compost Conference Planning Committee, and I'm going to show you how to set up your own worm bin. So what you're going to need is a shallow bin. You're going to want to drill holes around the edges for good airflow through there. You're going to need finished or nearly finished compost. You can also use coconut coir, shredded paper, or leaves. So you're going to want to layer those in your bin, 5 or 6 layers, and make sure that you moisten your shredded paper as you go. So this will make a nice bedding material for your worms. After you've made a good bed for your worms, you can just put your worms right on top. And you can buy those worms online. Look for red wigglers. They're going to be the best for vermicomposting. So after you've put your worms right on top, you're going to want to go ahead and cover them up with their lid and leave them for about a week before you feed them. That way they can get acclimated to their new home and do a little bit better for you. So once you're ready to feed after about a week, you can feed by just opening up a shallow hole in their bedding material and adding in your food scraps. You're going to want to finely chop those so that they'll break down a lot quicker. And you want to make sure that you have your worms on a healthy diet. So add scraps like coffee filters, you can also the coffee grounds, tea bags that don't have the strings, banana peels, chopped up eggshells work well, apple cores, any kind of root vegetable peels. You want to avoid things like citrus or dairy, no processed foods or meats and oils. So only add what they can eat in about a week. You don't want to overfeed them or underfeed them. So store your bin in an area that's between 60 and 80 degrees so that your worms are happy. And if your bin has too much water, you can go back and add more of the dry shredded paper. Brown paper also works well to soak up that excess moisture. If it seems that your bin is too dry, you can just spritz it with a little bit of water or just put a little bit of water in there to get the moisture up. You want it to be about the consistency of a wrung out sponge. So if you squeeze it, no water should come out, but it should be fairly moist. So whenever you're ready to get your harvest your worm castings, you can go ahead and start feeding on one side of your bin. So what's happening is all your worms are going to migrate over to that side while you're feeding on that one side of the bin for a couple feedings. After that, you'll have access to this side over here so that you can actually go in and harvest your worm castings. And this is what they look like when they're finished, and you have these beautiful castings that you can add to your flower beds or your containers. So good luck setting up your vermicompost bin. It's a lot of fun.